So I think one of the ways that the English language really cheats us English language speakers is there is no separation between the feeling of love and the action of loving. And I don't mean like, you know what I mean. There's the feeling of loving, like I love my friends and I love blueberries. And they're not the same feeling, but they are both an affection. And we could also probably stand to use differentiation between those two feelings, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's the feeling of love. Then there's the action of loving. I made a video a while back called Why Not Choose Kindness, and I got a lot of comments on it saying, this is all well and good, but sometimes you have to have hard conversations with people, or sometimes you have to be honest with people, which is funny to me because to me, if you're not being honest with someone, you're not being kind to them. And I think these people are associating kindness with niceness, and I associate kindness with the action of loving. So niceness is agreeable, it's people-pleasing, it's pleasant. Niceness says, let's not talk about politics. And I don't want to sound like I'm knocking on niceness, because niceness is great. Niceness is pleasant, and agreeableness at the right moment is just lovely. You can't constantly be confronting everyone all the time. But niceness doesn't have hard conversations. The action of loving someone is about working toward the good of them, the good of you, and the good of the world. And sometimes that means having a hard conversation. Sometimes that means sitting your friend down and saying, hey, I love you, and I think you have a problem with drinking. And that's not an easy conversation to have. That's really uncomfortable. But when you do that, you're seeing what you believe they could be and saying, we need to work through this hardness to get to the good on the other side. I think people can also confuse loving someone with never leaving. But if someone is hurting you and you have explained to them how their actions hurt you and they don't change, it's not for their good to allow them to continue hurting you. It's not for their good, it's not for your good, it's not for the good of the world. And I think not having this clear language definitions for love really hurt me in my early relationships with men, because I remember I had an ex-boyfriend that would do these things that were really hurtful to me. I would say, hey, when you do this, I'm really hurt by it. I feel lonely. And he just continued to do it. And when I'd try and rationalize it in my mind, I'd be like, okay, he does these things, but he loves me. And I do believe that he feeling loved me, but it was very clear that he did not do the action of loving me. So when you have this language and you're in a relationship that you're not sure if it's good or not, being able to have this language allows you to ask, he loves me, but is he loving me? Yeah, that's what's on my mind today. Oh, here's my teasing comb. Found it. It's fine.